You think you know a pit bull if you saw one? You probably wouldn't be able to tell, and that common mistake could get it killed. In the next few minutes, we're counting down the 12 breeds most often slapped with the pit bull label. So today, we're clearing up the confusion. These are the most common dog breeds people often confuse with pit bulls, and we'll explain how that mix-up can be dangerous. Watch until the end, as we reveal the critical differences and the dogs that are most commonly mistaken for a pit bull. Okay, let's get started. Kicking off our list at number 12 is the Olde English Bulldogge. With its stocky, muscular body and broad, blocky head, it's easy to see why people might get confused. The bully family tree is rooted in this breed's DNA, so a family resemblance is definitely there. However, the dead giveaway is its stature. The Olde English Bulldog has noticeably shorter legs and a heavier, more wrinkled body. They usually stand just under 18 inches or 45 centimeters tall, while a classic American Pit Bull Terrier is leaner and taller, often standing between 18 to 21 inches or 45 to 53 centimeters. This is the difference between compact power and lean athleticism. And here's a fun fact. The Olde English Bulldog is actually a modern creation from the 1970s. It was bred to be a healthier, more athletic version of the 18th century Bulldog, intentionally designed to avoid the breathing issues that plague many modern English Bulldogs. At number 11 we have the Victorian Bulldog. Just like its Olde English cousin, this dog gets mistaken for a pit bull thanks to its powerful build, short coat, and distinctly blocky head. But if you look closer, the story changes. The Victorian Bulldog is more compact and stocky, often with looser skin folds around the face and neck. It has adorable wrinkles. These dogs are generally shorter than a pit bull, standing under 17 inches or 43 centimeters tall, and their eyes are typically set wider apart, giving them a very unique expression. Their build is imposing for sure, but it's not the lean, muscular frame of a terrier-type dog. The surprising twist? A breeder named Ken Mollett brought this breed back to life in the 1980s. His goal was to resurrect a taller, more athletic bulldog from the Victorian era. He crossed breeds like the Bull Terrier, Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and even the Bull Mastiff, all to create a loyal family companion, not a fighter. Mission accomplished. At number 10, we meet the Bull Mastiff. People see the muscular body and powerful jaws and their mind instantly screams, pit bull. There's a shared look of strength that definitely causes confusion. The most obvious difference, though, is their sheer size. The Bull Mastiff is a giant breed, weighing between a whopping 100 to 130 pounds or 45 kilograms to 58 kilograms, and standing up to 27 inches or 68 centimeters tall. This isn't just a small difference by any means, it's a whole other weight class as compared to a medium-sized pit bull. The Bull Mastiff also has a shorter, more wrinkled muzzle and a much heavier frame. Their coat color can be fawn, red, and brindle. And here's a surprising fact about this gentle giant. It was originally known as the gamekeeper's night dog in 19th century England. Its job wasn't to attack poachers, but to use its incredible size to pin them down and hold them until the gamekeeper arrived, all without causing any serious harm. Number 9 brings us to the Presa Canario. A dog whose massive head and powerful muscular body get it lumped in with bully breeds all the time. Its history as a fierce guardian only adds to the mistaken identity. But again, size is the dead giveaway. The Presa Canario is way bigger and much heavier than a pit bull, often weighing over 100 pounds or 45 kilograms, and standing as tall as 26 inches or 66 centimeters. They have a uniquely thick neck, a much longer body, and characteristic rose-shaped ears. The sheer scale of this dog puts it in a totally different category, though. Common coat colors include black, blue, brown, brindle, gray, red fawn, sandy fawn, and fawn. Here's the surprising part. This breed is from Spain's Canary Islands, where it was used to guard livestock. Don't let the intimidating appearance fool you. Presa Canarios are usually quite calm and gentle with their families, though they are watchful and reserved with strangers. Sliding in at number 8 is the King Corso. This Italian Mastiff often gets the pit bull label because of its broad head, athletic build, and powerful jaws. It has that same look of pit bull power and agility that fools the eye. The key difference is its unique combination of elegance and power. The Cane Corso is taller and often leaner than a pit bull, reaching up to 27 inches or 68 centimeters at the shoulder and weighing up to 110 pounds or 49 kilograms. Its head shape is more refined and less blocky than a pit bull's, and its traditionally cropped ears give it a distinct, alert look. The cane Corso has a history that goes all the way back to ancient Rome, where its ancestors served as dogs of war just like Rottweilers. After almost disappearing, the breed was revived in Italy in the 1980s. Today, it's a top-notch protector that's also known for being super gentle and patient with kids in its family. Have you ever confused one of these breeds for a pit bull? Tell us about it in the comments. Halfway down our list at number 7, we have the Dogo Argentino. Most people see a Dogo and think it's a big white pit bull, probably due to its muscular physique and hunting past. But there are two glaring differences: its size and its color. The Dogo Argentino is a large breed, weighing close to 100 pounds or 45 kilograms and standing up to 27 inches or 68 centimeters tall. And most importantly, its coat is always a brilliant solid white. The breed also has a longer snout than a pit bull. The surprising story behind this breed? It was created for a very specific job. Dr. Antonio Norris Martinez in Argentina developed the Dogo in 1928 to be the ultimate big-game hunting dog, capable of taking on prey like wild boar and pumas. He systematically crossed 10 different breeds, including the Great Dane and Irish Wolfhound, to get this breed. We're halfway through, and is your mind being blown right now? Tell us about it in the comments. Do us a favor and share this video. We're all about debunking myths and bringing you the truth about the dogs we love. Your support helps us keep this mission going. Now, let's get back to the countdown. At number 6, we have a dog that might surprise you, the Alapaha Blue Blood Bulldog. This is a powerful and rare breed that shares a muscular build and short coat that easily leads to confusion at first glance. An adult Alapahas typically stand about 25 inches tall or 65 centimeters and weigh anywhere from 70 to 100 pounds or 45 kilograms, making them noticeably larger and heavier than most pit bull type dog. Their coats are short and glossy and commonly appear in blue merle, brindle, white with patches of black, brown, or blue, and sometimes solid colors, which adds to the visual mix-ups in shelters and media reports. While pit bull type dogs tend to be leaner and more athletic in frame, the Alapaha has a broader chest, thicker bone structure, and a more imposing bulldog build that reflects its working guardian roots. The Alapaha Blue Blood Bulldog is not a pit bull, because it is a distinct bulldog breed developed for protection and farm work rather than terrier-based athleticism. It descends from old southern plantation dogs in the American southern states, where breeders in the state of Georgia worked to preserve these powerful guardians that were used to protect livestock, property, and families. Over generations, the breed was carefully maintained for loyalty, strength, and natural protective instincts, giving it a temperament that is confident, devoted, and deeply bonded to its people. Despite this separate lineage, its blocky head, muscular body, and short coat cause many people to lump it into the pit bull category, especially when snap visual judgments are made. This mistaken identity again shows that people base their treatment of certain breeds on their appearance, ignoring their true origin or temperament. This one might seem like a curveball and surprise a lot of people. At number 5, we have the Brazilian Pit Monster. A massive and heavily muscled dog that looks like an extra-large pit bull, but it's not. 98% of the time they will call it one without a second glance. With its broad chest, thick neck, and powerful frame, it's easy to see why the confusion happens, especially when photos of these dogs circulate online without a correct breed name. The Brazilian Pit Monster isn't a pit bull. It's a designer bully-type breed developed in Brazil by crossing large Mastiff-type dogs with American bully bloodlines to create an extremely muscular, imposing companion and guard dog. While it shares distant bully breed ancestry, it was never part of the original pit bull lineage and is built far heavier and broader than the athletic, medium-sized pit bull breeds. Think more powerhouse than sprinter. Brazilian pit monsters are much larger than most pit bull-type dogs, often standing around 24 to 28 inches tall, which is roughly 61 to 71 centimeters at the shoulder, and weighing anywhere from 90 to well over 130 pounds, or about 41 to 59 kilograms and sometimes more. Their coats are short and sleek and commonly appear in colors like brindle, blue, black, fawn, chocolate, and combinations with white markings, giving them that classic bully breed look people associate with pit bulls. Here's the wild part. These dogs were bred for sheer presence and strength, creating an exaggerated breed that looked like pit bulls on steroids. Their rise in popularity came through social media, where people constantly calling them giant pit bulls, further spreading the confusion. In reality, They're a modern hybrid breed with roots in the Mastiff and Bully stock, rather than true Pitbull bloodlines. And because of this, they've become one of the most mistaken dogs placed in the Pitbull category. This proves, once again, trying to identify dogs solely based on looks alone can pose severe euthanasia risks for them. Cracking the top 4 is a true American original, the American Bully. This is one of the most commonly confused breeds. At first glance, many people assume they're just a bigger, thicker pit bull. And honestly, the resemblance is insanely strong. With its wide chest, massive shoulders and blocky head, the American Bully has that classic bully breed silhouette that instantly triggers the pit bull label in shelters and online posts. Most American Bullies stand about 16 to 20 inches tall, which is roughly 41 to 51 centimeters at the shoulder, and can weigh anywhere from 70 to over 120 pounds, or about 32 to 54 kilograms depending on the size class, making them far heavier and bulkier than most pit bull type dogs. The 4 types are the Pocket, Classic, Standard, and XL or Extra Large. Their coats are short and smooth and come in nearly every color imaginable, including blue, brindle, black, chocolate, lilac, fawn, and striking patterned combinations. While pit bull type dogs are typically built for agility and endurance, the American Bully is built for mass and presence. Here's the fascinating part. The American Bully is a relatively new breed developed in the United States in the late 20th century by crossing American Pit Bull Terriers with Bulldog-type breeds to create a companion dog with a calm temperament and an impressive look. So yes, they are related, but they are not the same breed. In reality, the American Bully is its own distinct breed. Our number 3 spot goes to the American Bulldog. Both are muscular, bully-type dogs with broad chests and powerful heads. And you know why? Because they're cousins. No doubt about it, and that's where the head-scratching confusion starts. But the biggest difference is, once again, their size. American Bulldogs are significantly larger and heavier, weighing anywhere from 60 to a whopping 120 pounds or 27 kilograms to 54 kilograms, and standing up to 28 inches or about 18 centimeters tall. A pit bull is a medium-sized dog in comparison. The American Bulldog typically has a longer, more squared-off muzzle. And here's the crazy part. Despite the constant mix-ups, kennel clubs don't even consider the American Bulldog to be a pit bull-type dog. Strange, right? After banning blood sports, farmers in the American South preserved this breed to be a loyal, all-around working dog that excelled at protecting the farm and being a loving family companion. You've probably seen this one coming. At number 2, it's the Boxer. The confusion is totally understandable and expected. Boxers have that playful, muscular frame, a broad chest, and a short coat that creates a strong visual overlap with pit bull-type dogs. But the devil is in the details. Boxers are taller and leggier. They have a very distinct undershot jaw and expressive folded ears. And while often left natural now, the traditionally docked tail is another classic boxer trait you won't see on a pit bull. The surprising fact about this breed is its well-earned nickname, the Peter Pan, or clown of the dog world. Boxers are famous for their goofy, bouncy, and endlessly playful personalities. Their strong and tenacious ancestors originated in Germany and served as cattle drovers and powerful hunting dogs. And the number 1 dog most often mistaken for a pit bull is an entirely different breed, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Mistaken identity is this dog's middle name. Compact, muscular, and incredibly powerful for its size, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier typically stands about 14 to 16 inches tall, or up to 41 centimeters, and weighs up to 38 pounds or 17 kilograms, making it shorter and stockier than most pit bull-type dogs, but almost identical in overall shape at a quick glance. Their short, smooth coats come in a variety of colors including brindle, black, blue, red, fawn, white, or combinations of these shades, which only adds to the confusion when people rely on appearance alone. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier shares historical roots with pit bulls. Both breeds descend from early bull and terrier dogs developed in England during the 19th century, originally bred for strength, agility, and endurance. The Staffordshire Bull Terrier was bred down to be a smaller, pocket-sized pal. On the other hand, the American Pit Bull Terrier was developed separately in the US with different breeding goals. Over time, they became distinct breeds with their own standards, temperaments, and histories. Despite this, their similar head shape, muscular build, and short coat make them nearly indistinguishable to the untrained eye. So, what's the big takeaway on breed mix-ups? A dog's appearance can be dangerously deceiving. The pit bull marker is thrown around so much it has become almost meaningless. Yet, it still holds the power to be a death sentence. From the towering bull mastiff to the goofy boxer to the all-American mutt, dozens of different dogs are paying the price for this simple case of erroneous identity. Apparently, shelter staff frequently have to make snap decisions solely based on looks, and studies prove their error rates at well over 60%. Let's be honest, the word pitbull paints a very specific and terrifying picture for most of us. A scary, muscular, stocky dog with a square head and a powerful jaw that has been labeled a killer. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Pitbull is a catch-all term for a type of dog that includes breeds like the American Pitbull Terrier, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and the American Staffordshire Terrier. From this very spot is where the peril emerges. These mistakes have devastating consequences. Dogs are passed over for adoption, families are denied housing, and healthy, loving animals are put down. Why? All because of all the botched guesswork done in shelters. The solution isn't fear, it's education. It's looking beyond their stature to see the individual dog standing in front of us. By understanding what these breeds really are, we can fight the stereotypes and push for laws that judge dogs by their behavior, and not their appearance. Have you ever owned one of these breeds that people often get wrong? Or has someone incorrectly called your dog a pit bull? Share your story in the comments below. And if this video opened your eyes, please let us know. Spreading this knowledge is the first step towards saving their lives. Check out Pitbull breed bands up next. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.